family time. Emily, where we go?
Utah.
Hi, Amina. How are you? Good.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So, what's the most useful weapon that was used in war in ancient China?
In ancient China?
Yes.
Wow, that is a good question. So let's put this way. If we say the most useful weapon for war in ancient China, so when Chinese martial arts started and back to 5,000 years ago. Yeah, so in that time, so people are their bare hand. Yeah, to hunting for animals. This is how the martial arts become. Chinese martial arts, and people copy the animals' movement, and then they using the wood, they cut like a little spear, right? Yeah, and then they use the rock, and they try survive in that environment. They fight, kill some animals, lost their food to survive their life in old time. And if you talk about for war, that got back to Han Dynasty. The king is Qin Shi Huang. You know Qin Shi Huang?
No.
Okay, so he's a king, the Qin dynasty. So that time have 7 countries. So they have a war, they have almost equal power, but Qin Shi Huang is the one overcoming all other 6 countries. So he made the 7 countries become 1 country. So the most useful weapon in war in ancient China, thousands of horses, thousands of soldiers holding their spears, right? And they fight to each other. And so, I believe, what are you saying? What is the most useful weapon for war in ancient China in the old time?
A spear.
The spear. I think very close. Yeah. The most armies use the long spear is different than now the spear we have. Now the spear is more used for competition, for practice, right? But for old time, they use the spear only one goal. What is that goal?
To kill.
It is. It's simply just like that because they built very long. In China, we say the way is about 一寸长,一寸强. The longer is stronger.
Then what is the most useful weapon in ancient China for war?
For war?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, the most useful weapon for war in ancient China is bow and arrow. What do you think, Emily?
Well, I believe that in the future there'd be the bullet and the gun, but in the past the bow and arrow was the thing that they used the most. Because a spear is good, it's strong, but the thing is that it can't be used to aim very far away. But while you're on a horse and you aim with the bow and arrow, you can hit your enemies from a much larger distance.
Oh yeah, exactly right.
Another question.
Alright.
So, in the modern world, is the technique for horse riding while arrow shooting still used in the modern world?
Okay, that's a really good question. Actually, for riding horse with the arrow shooting, they are official event for international competition.